What's going on, guys? So I've been traveling a lot for my job again this week, so I haven't really been able to make a lot of progress on the Golf R, but this will be an update video on what is going on with the Golf R and on this new car that I got about a month ago. This car is a 2012 base Golf 2.5. It's got a few things done to it, as you can see. There's some custom engine work that was done, custom manifold, United Motorsport fuel rail, the valve cover, catch can. There's a full GTI exhaust on it and GTI diffuser. So it looks like a GTI from the back. Bi-xenon headlights and the horrible, well, maybe you guys will disagree, but I think most people will agree with me. Horrible body kit. I'm just not a fan of it at all. The good thing is that the front you could somewhat easily fix, especially if you plan on wrapping it, you can fix it pretty easily. Get new fenders, get a new front bumper, and then just wrap over it. The rear is going to be a pain because you can't just easily replace this huge panel right here. And you'd have to replace the back bumper as well. So yeah, moving to the back, we got OEM dark cherry Euro tails, which is nice, and there's that rear diffuser, the GTI diffuser, and GTI exhaust. So and there's this wing, which actually I like that a lot. Moving to the inside, we got Mark 7 carbon fiber steering wheel, airlift. It's airlift performance series with the, I forget what this is called, the V3 controller. I don't know a lot of bag terms, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Oh, it's a manual car, forgot to mention that. So it is a pretty cool car. It is fun to drive. The motor sounds awesome. Sorry, there's a bunch of mosquitoes that are attacking my legs. We got this little bass knob that controls the JL stealth box. I think it's called a stealth box. Let me go in the back to show you guys that. It's on the left side, like tucked up in the right here. This guy, I think it's called JL stealth box. It sounds really good. I like the bass a lot. And here is the tank, the setup. So he basically just cut that floor right there, and he's still got the full-size spare, which is a good thing because he sold me this car on winter tires, which wasn't good because when I drove it home it was like 90 degrees. So this is the spare. Actually, I had to put it on my way home because the tire that was on here, which they don't look much different, they're also Steelies, it was going flat. I got the tire pressure light, so I pulled over. I didn't see anything that looked wrong. It didn't look flat, so I just reset. I just did the button in there and got back on the road. And then yeah, the light came back on, pulled over, it looked a lot worse. I couldn't tell where it was leaking from, if it was in the sidewall, which would mean it can't be patched, or if it's in the tread, which would mean that it can be patched. So I decided, like a idiot, to put some air in it, and the tire popped right when I had my head like right here, and it was the loudest thing I've ever heard in my life. My hearing went out for like a couple minutes. My ears were just ringing. Yeah, so that was a fun experience. Basically, I'll go into full depth of why I bought this car in a future video, but what I can tell you right now is, after all of the unfortunate stuff that's happened to the Golf R over the last year, really, I've spent so much more money on that car and that build than I thought I would. So here's the thing, this car has a lot of mods on it. Some of them I would like to have in the Golf R. Some of them I I'm kind of like undecided on, but basically I think I'm trapped in here with mosquitoes, so I gotta leave. Basically, I'm still deciding, but maybe you guys could help me out. The Mark 7 wheel, I'm leaning towards just selling. I'm thinking of just parting out some of the mods on this car to make a little bit of my money back that I've lost on the Golf R. Yeah, I'm leaning towards selling that. I do want a Mark 6 carbon fiber wheel, but I don't know if I'm a big fan of the Mark 7 wheel in a Mark 6. It's a little bit weird to me. I would just like that original wheel in there. And if I'm ever starting off a video in the driver's seat, I don't want my future subs to be confused and think I drive a Mark 7R, because the Mark 6R is way cooler. Kind of kidding, but mostly not actually. The airlift, maybe you guys can give me your thoughts. I would love to bag the R, but I also don't want to sacrifice performance that much. It's not a track car, it's really just a street car, but I do drive the hell out of it, and if the airlift is going to get in the way of that or cause a lot of problems, then I won't do it. This system has 18,000 miles on it. The bags do, at least. I think he said that the compressor and the tank are new. Oh, let me bag it out real quick, or air it out. Forget how you do this, honestly. I forget if you double tap it or if you hold it. It can't be double tapping because that didn't do anything. There we go, it's holding it. Oh, I forgot. He has it set to like 0, which I don't like. You shouldn't air your bags out completely, but oh well, it's done. So this is it bagged out. It's up on these stones, which makes it look like it's higher, because it is. These stones are like 1.5 inches off the ground, so really it sits even lower than that if it was on the street. So yeah, give me your thoughts, guys, if you guys think I should bag the R, or if you think I should just possibly take this off and sell it. I do have springs. I have these springs that I bought somewhere. They're lowering springs for Mark 6 Golf. I can put these on and lower it. I just need some like stock shocks or like conies or something. He has conies in the rear already, coney yellows. So when I swap over the bags to the Golf R, if I do that, I would just buy new shocks anyway for the rear. So I could use the rear shocks that are on here. And then the bags have 18,000 miles on them. There's no signs of issues, but I think he's been airing this out to 0 PSI. So the bags may have a lot of wear on them. So I could always just buy new ones. The bags by themselves are not that expensive. Like I was saying, this car is on winter tires. I haven't moved this car since I bought it. It's just been sitting here because it's really, really hot to be driving on winter tires. Plus the DMV has been closed. The MVC has been closed due to COVID. So I got these B6 Passat wheels that I've been using as backups to my jack stands. They're all beat up, but I don't really care what goes on this car. It just has to work. So these will work. They're 18x8 OEM wheels. They're beaten up a little bit. And then we got, I mistakenly got, so I've been searching on Marketplace for used tires. We got Ventus S1 Nobles. These have good tread lift on them. They're summer tires from my understanding. They look like summer tires. And then I accidentally got some all seasons yesterday. I thought that I was picking up Michelin Pilot Super Sports, but instead I was picking up the all season 3s. I thought they were 3+. They just say 3. I don't know if there's a difference. They also have pretty good tread life on them. Not as good as I thought. The guy said 8 or 9 30 seconds. I don't think they're 8 or 9 30 seconds. regardless, I got tires I could run. It's just gonna be 2 summers and 2 all seasons. Yeah. I did get 5 tires for like $200 or something like that. There weren't like a lot of options around for tires in my area, especially in these sizes for some reason. So I don't know why, but I'm gonna drop all these off at the tire shop right now, right after this video, so that I can actually mount them on here and actually drive this car. And in one of my next videos, I'll actually drive this thing and show you guys what it sounds like. I can give a quick rev, but basically the exhaust is quiet. It's a GTI, I think GTI MagnaFlow exhaust. I don't even know if that's really gonna come through on video. It's pretty quiet, but it does sound good. This motor sounds really, really good. Golf R. Golf R is going to be getting its pan pulled today, and its rods and pistons pulled out so that I can rehone the cylinders, put new piston rings in, check the gaps. Yeah, I'll make an instructional video on how to do that. It's my first time doing it, but I've done a lot of research on how to do it, so it will be done correctly, but it might take a little while, a little bit longer than it should because it's my first time doing it. So that'll be done today, as soon as I get those tires mounted and balanced. Probably won't even throw them on that car today. I'm gonna jump right into this. I'm gonna do this today, and I should have the video up by Monday on me doing all this work. I will outline everything I'm doing and show you pretty clearly what is going on so that you guys can do it yourself. But the pan's coming off, pistons and rods are coming out. Check the current gaps in there, the ring gaps on those rings. I'll rehone and put new rings in there. I do have a cylinder head update as well. The old money shifted head is currently at the head shop. I just dropped it off yesterday because ECS was slow shipping out my valves. The shop needed at least 1 intake valve and 1 exhaust valve that I'll be using so that they can check the valve guide clearances. ECS was supposed to have that shipped out. I was supposed to have it for Monday. I was gonna drop everything off on Monday, but instead I had to do it yesterday on Friday. So I was 4 days behind because of that. And then here's the other slowdown with the head. The valves, so this is the head that was burning oil, and it has these damaged cam journals. So this one I'll just use as a demonstration. Actually, I can maybe just show you guys the clip that I recorded, because I did record a clip. Yeah, let me just do that. I'll show you guys the clip I recorded. Hey, so I just wanted to show you guys something real quick. I'm taking apart the old money shifted head so that I can bring it over to the head shop and have them clean it and inspect it so that I can hopefully use it. So here's what I'm finding. The intake side, which is the side that when I initially money shifted it and pulled the valve cover off, I saw the intake side had blown off all of its rocker arms. Well, not all of them, but most of them. And you can see the damage on the back side. See those groove marks? Those are from the rocker arms that blew off or were coming off, and they just ate right into the head. So most of the damage appeared to be on the intake side. When I pulled that valve cover off initially, I didn't see any damage on the exhaust side. Everything looked fine. So I'm disassembling the head right now so that they don't have to. So I'll save myself a few bucks because this whole build has gone off the rails, and I'm just trying to save money where I can. I always have, but now I am more than ever. So I popped all 8 of the exhaust valves out, and there's all 8 lined up in order. That was easy. All 8 came out with ease. The intake side is a pain. They're not coming out. So I only got 1 out so far, and I had to fight it. I had to pull it out with a lot of force, which isn't good. They should just pop right out without much trouble. So the fact that they're in there so tight is very concerning to me. And this is the one that I got out. And when I'm spinning it, it's so hard. You're not going to be able to see it on camera really, because I can barely even see it myself. But it looks like the valve's actually bent, which would make sense. I mean, I need to get something to spin this in, so that I can really spin it perfectly, because when I'm doing it by my hand, it kind of moves a little bit. It kind of shifts, so you can't really tell for sure. But if it's really bent, then it's not going to be able to go smoothly through the guide. It's not going to be able to come straight out through the guide. It's going to be like, basically, I would think it would be damaging my guide. So I'm a little bit scared doing this. This second one, I can't get out. Like, I'm pulling on this. I don't know if you guys lift, but I'm doing like a dumbbell row with this freaking valve. I'm like bending over and like pulling back like that, and this thing won't come out. Push it out. That one runs in and out pretty smoothly. All the exhaust ones, I was able to just pull right out with a lot less force than that. It would have came out already, actually. So yeah, this one's stuck too. Might have a bunch of bent valves on the intake side, or maybe there's something else. Maybe there's some other reason why they're getting stuck. I don't know. But hopefully I can get the rest of these out without spending my entire morning or my entire day. But yeah, all of these valve guides might now get messed up from pulling these out. So now you guys know what was going on with the head. These valves were damaging the valve guides as they were being pulled out. This is what it should look like. It should just come right out easily. So I'm hoping that the head will only take a little bit more than a week. They said a 3 or 4 day return time for cleaning it and checking all the valve guides, but now that they actually need to replace some of the valve guides, that is surely going to slow that down a bit, hopefully by no more than just a couple more days. So I'm hoping that I'll have that back by the end of next week, if not early that following week. And then by that time, everything will be good to go. I'll have my pistons and rods, my cylinders resealed, new piston rings. I'll have all that back together. Right now, I'm actually going to go to Volkswagen and also pick up all the stretch bolts for that. I'll tell you guys all the ones that you need when I post that video. And that is it, I think. I got new injector seals, so all those will have to be replaced. If there's no good video out there on that, then I'll make a quick video on that. That'll be my first time doing that as well. So yeah, I think that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on Monday with a bigger video, but I just needed to get this video out of here because Monday, Wednesday, Saturday is my new upload schedule, so I just had to get a video up there for today on Saturday. I'll see you guys on Monday. Thanks for watching.